Hello everyone and welcome to another video of phase 4. Now in this video it's more to discuss about what to do once you finish the course. And a lot of you once you finish the course you sort of wonder what to do next, and you go to a chart and your mind is blank. Now the reason why this course has been structured into phases is because it's put into groups that you can focus on at a time. So, for example, you can focus on phase 1, which is basically structure and liquidity. You can focus on that in one go. You can just forget about trading for now. You can just focus on marking out your highs and lows. You can focus on identifying where liquidity is and so on. And then when you go to phase 2, you can go to identify your OBs. You can go to understanding your OBs from reading price efficiently. You can understand how price is moving, because the thing is, the main thing that to understand is you want to grasp an idea of how price moves in the market, right? And then you can move to phase 3, where you can start practicing your entries, and then you can identify which entries work best for you. It doesn't matter about being right or wrong in a trade. It's all about understanding the fact that if you are following the rules or not, right? And then obviously you can work through the trade breakdowns and compare what's going on, and also compare the live trades that are being taken from POI selection from the weekly outlook, and then looking at the execution. The thing is, you need to be able to learn how to be an independent trader, and that's what hopefully Vertex will allow you to do. So what I suggest is make sure you take some time to apply every single phase, before jumping to asking questions and so on. Obviously, that we have the support ticket channel for you to use, but your learning comes from your mistakes essentially. And what I suggest doing is working through the phases initially, and then trying to apply it into the market step by step. It doesn't matter how long it takes, because I think that's a limiting factor for a lot of us, where we set ourselves a set time that we can finish it and then move on, right? And then say, for example, we want to be consistent in 2 months, and 2 months comes around and we're not consistent. What do? We start panicking. We start thinking we're going to fail. We start thinking about giving up. The thing is, with any form of skill, it's very hard to master in a very short space of time, right? And hopefully the way that we teach our strategy, we have simplified it as much as we possibly can, without taking away the complexity of what smart money concept trading actually is, right? And even though it's been simplified and made into a rule-based system, it doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. As easy as it seems and as easy as it looks, from just watching myself and from watching James, you have to bear in mind the difference in experience will make it seem easier than it actually is. We went through the same process that you have, and we know that it's not easy. And for example, for me, it took me 2 years to find any form of consistency, but that time of struggle is what develops us as traders, right? So what I wanted to do is make this video just very, very short, because once you complete the course, you're probably thinking, what to do? What do I do next? I don't know how to trade yet. So what I suggest doing is going through the phases, phase by phase, and don't move on to the next phase until you are confident that you understand everything that has been taught in each phase, all right? And bear in mind, there's a lot of content there to follow, right? And then once you've done that, start testing it. Now, when you come to back testing and forward testing and live testing, this is where it differs. Some people, if you can afford it, what I suggest doing, and what I think is the best thing, especially for your psyche, is putting a small amount into a small live account, and then practice the concepts, practice actually losing, and practice actually winning. because you need to develop those sort of behaviors from the start. Because if you jump from a demo, if you go straight to a demo, which is completely fine, I think I did a demo when I started SMC. I did a demo for about 2 weeks and I went straight to a live account. Um, if you do a demo, it takes away the whole emotions involved when it comes to losing, right? So what I suggest doing is say go do a demo for a short period of time if you want to, and then um, test on live markets. Back testing is fine, it's good and all to develop data and practice. However, backtesting is very easy to not be honest with yourself, and what I suggest doing is forward testing instead, more than backtesting, to understand what is going on and understand the strategy a bit better, because then you are watching it happen right in front of you. Say, for example, you mark a POI and you see price ping off the POI perfectly and reach target. You are watching that happen, right? And you're observing it. Doesn't matter whether you've entered it or not, but you're observing that happen. Same with your losses. You're observing the losses happening, and then you can work out why and what you've done wrong. Because the thing about live testing is it tests also your decision making process in the time, because when it comes to actual trading, it's quite stressful when it comes to entries. So if you develop that habit very, very early on, it works in your favor once you're ready and once you're consistent to either get funded or to compound your actual live account and put more money into it. It depends on how you wish to do that. But as I said, once you finish the course, go through each phase and make sure you understand everything that is taught in each phase by phase, and then start testing. However you wish is best. I mean, I can only advise, and my advice is going to forward testing and live testing, but it's completely up to you in terms of what you're comfortable doing. In terms of live account testing, it doesn't have to be a big account. You know, it's just about actually entering the trade on 0.01 lots, for example. But yeah, I hope this video helps give you sort of a guide of what to do once you've completed the course.